So I heard that you wanted to be a model in 2025. That's very much possible. I'm gonna share my experience, how I started, and yeah, some tips and some advice based on what I know so far. Why is it so bright? What the heck? Also, ignore my hair. I'm just a girl. We have bad hair days sometimes. I just threw it in a bun, whatever this is. It looks kind of cute though. It's giving skater girl. Anyway, straight to the point. How did Naomi start modeling? Great question. So I've always been more of a creative girl. I always loved taking photos. Actually, no, I didn't. Not always. I grew up very insecure, actually. I was very insecure about my appearance, my height, and my body. But it's funny because now those are the things I love about myself. So I didn't always feel confident behind the camera. But then, I don't know when it really started, but I decided to model. I gained a very high interest towards fashion and that whole industry, and I've just really been enjoying seeing myself embody different types of aesthetics, because I don't know, I don't think I'm someone that can look one way all the time. I like to change up how I look. I like to play around with my appearance, and I think modeling allows for that to happen. I would say that I started properly in February 2024. Yeah, February 2024, that's when I started. I started off by taking an opportunity that I saw. I didn't try to be perfect. I didn't try to do it at the best timing. I didn't try to do the most. I just saw an opportunity and took it. No, it wasn't handed to me. I actually reached out. Shout out to Jayla. I'll put the stuff on the screen. You know how they edit stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I went to a fashion event, and all I wanted just to start off was to be in a studio and have a photographer take my pictures, because that's, to simplify modeling, that's what kind of happened, obviously. Yeah, that's just how I started, and it wasn't perfect and it wasn't a magazine. I just started with a studio, a photographer, a fashion event, and yeah, how did I grow from there? I started to network with people. I started to, bro, let me tell you one thing about this. You have to be confident. You have to, I'm doing like my lips like that as if it's some next level hard thing. It's not hard, but I'm really trying to emphasize how much that can take you, how far that can take you, sorry, English. But you really need to make connections, build relationships, and put yourself out there. Put this out there. Come on. I didn't try to go from A to Z. I just went from A to B and worked with what I knew and the opportunity that I had. But yeah, like connections, relationship building. Don't be a beg. Don't be a beg. Don't be a beg. Knowing what I know now about how the algorithm works, about social media, about search engine optimization, what I would do is I would literally type on Instagram. I'm giving y'all free game right now, and it's okay. But yeah, anyway, I would type photographers in whatever city you're in. I would type photographers in and then follow them, engage with them, pop up with them. You might even want to send them a little message like, hey, you're gonna find at least one person. And also try to type photo shoot studios in whatever city you're in, fashion content creators, because it's not just about actual being in an actual studio and having an actual photographer and all them fancy lights. Sometimes you might just need to practice outside in natural light and someone taking a picture of you on a phone. So maybe link up with other content creators. You even start off with your friends. Even start off literally wearing a fit that you have in your wardrobe and just get someone to take a picture of you. You can, and even if you don't have someone to take a picture of you, use a tripod. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I think of things is like, there's always an opportunity, there's always a way, and no matter where you are, there's always a way for you to start. I want to also cover the different types of modeling. Now, like I said before, I've only been doing this for like a year, and not even full time because I'm a student as well, and I'm also new, okay? But there are different types of modeling. I obviously knew this, but the realization that came from that was knowing that I am not a traditional model. This is what a traditional female black model would look like. in most cases. You see what I look like. I have red hair, lash extensions, my nails are done. I'm a nail tech. So the different types of modeling, there's so many I could cover, but you're a beginner. I'm just gonna cover the basics and you learn from them. So there is, you know, commercial there, and I'll post examples. So there's commercial, e-com stuff, editorial. I want to get more into, oh my gosh, I'm flipping you off, sorry, but I want to get more into editorial and the creative, alternative vibes. There's also runway, beauty, a digital model, slash content creators slash influencers. What else? There's parts modeling as well. I don't really do parts, but yeah. One thing you need to know about modeling is that sometimes, if not most of the time, with the traditional and normal way of modeling, is that, I don't want to say agencies or people control how you look, but sometimes there's a brief for how you're meant to show up to the shoot. So for example, I'm also a nail tech. You know, shout out eserchienails on IG. I'm bringing this up because I had a client, right, and she wanted a short plain biab on her nails. You can tell what kind of nail tech I am. You can just see what kind of nail tech I am just by looking at my nails. Like, yeah. But yeah, she wanted a short plain biab, and me and her, we were obviously talking in the appointment, and she started telling me how she does modeling. Initially she wanted like a French tip on a biab, but then she kind of thought that she wanted to be more on the natural side because of her job. Like she I don't know, but she's been doing this for like years now. Like, I'm a baby compared to her. Like, shout out to her. She's been like, I think 5 years. I forgot what she said. She clearly doesn't mind going for a more plain nail set for her job because her for some reason, sorry, I can't. But because the kind of modeling she does require her to have more natural looking nails majority of the time, it makes sense for her to go and get a natural looking nail set. But yeah, my whole point is that sometimes with modeling you are required to look a certain way, and as someone that likes to experiment with my hair, my makeup, I even want to get more into like creative makeup this year. Here's some examples of what I want to do. Again, nothing against other types of modeling, but that's just where I've realized I'm more specialized or more drawn to naturally. Actually, I like to, maybe one day I want to have a blonde 613 wig bust down. Maybe one day I want to have purple hair. Maybe one day I want to have blue hair. Maybe one day I want to have red hair. Maybe one day I want to do black. I like to switch it up, you know. I like to have little designs on my face. I like to play on my appearance, okay? So that's why I'm not saying like it would never be okay for me to do like commercial or, you know, really natural looking modeling, but most of the time I'm more drawn towards the creative type because it allows me to play more with my appearance, which is what I like to do. But anyway, this is my journey. I would say I'm still in the beginning stage, even though I'm like a year in. But yeah, that's like something that's really needed to cover. So I would say look at yourself and look at what you like. What are you drawn to? What do you think you do best in? And see what you, yeah. Quick note about confidence. This was my first time being behind a camera. This was my most recent time being behind a camera. You can see a difference. Like, not just the glow, but like, you can just tell there's more confidence. I'm even embarrassed. I beg, it's okay, Sha. But anyway, yeah. If you're a brand owner, photographer, studio owner, or just someone looking to build a portfolio, and then you're looking into creating like more of like a concept type of shoot, I'm down for that. Hit me up. Now I want to touch into self-care. You need to look after yourself. Obviously modeling is about your appearance. Oh yeah, before I dive deeper into, you know, external appearances and stuff, I just want to know, I don't care what anyone says. Anyone can be a model. Anyone. No one is unable to be a model, and I believe that because, like I touched on before, you always see the traditional models, you know, tall, skinny, you know, and I do fit that box. I am tall. I'm not skinny, I'm slim. I have a low. I was like, I have a low. But yeah, you always see the traditional models, really skinny, tall. I'm 5'10" or 11, and yeah, and good look. But yeah, I don't want that to this. If you look the entire opposite of that, if you're short, if you're on the bigger side, I don't want that to discourage you from being a model, because like I said, there's different types of models. I think you should also ask ChatGPT also, I don't know, models that look like you. Describe what you look like. Why is my last string? Describe what you look like, and then look from I promise you there's at least one, and one is literally like an understatement in a world as big as this one. Come on now, like come on. And look for agencies that put models like that look like you. That's key. So now self-care. What I want to touch on about that is obviously the obvious fact that modeling is a job that requires you to be not necessarily good looking, but just take care of your face. Not just that, but your skin. I'm wearing makeup right now, but this is what my skin looks like without makeup. The skin is still tea. The way you eat as well. Again, I said that you can look any way and be a model, but at the end of the day, for any job even, you are required to have a good health and present yourself in a way that makes you look presentable. Yeah. Social media, I feel like is such a 2+2 is 4. It's such a good tool to use to get them brands and then DMs. You know what I'm saying? You genuinely don't know who is watching you. You don't know. And let me tell you what happened. Number one, that show I told you about, the Fashion Friends one that I went to in like back in February, like 2024. That was when I started, you know, following people, mutuals, connecting, making friends. It was dope. And I was doing that, and then I went to another one, and I went to another one, and then I would post that content. I would post on social media. I would then be put on other people's page. Like, it was just, I was actually getting pushed out, and that's what I mean. Like, put yourself out there, even if you're not working with a large group of people. I'm telling you, just start. Oh yeah, give me your phone. Come post. Oh yeah, do start posting, my love. Like, please, I beg. Please go post, because you just don't know who's watching you. Even if you reach out to people, yeah, don't you think these people are gonna look at your page and be scrolling to see, just get the vibe of what you're like? If you have no profile picture, if the last picture you posted was in 2019, you have no highlight, I beg, like, let's actually think. Whether the work that they're asking you to do is paid or unpaid, you are an investment. You need to see yourself as an investment. You need to put yourself in a brand position. Whether they're investing whether they are investing on you with their actual money, that's paid work, or with time. If the model doesn't know how to pose, if the model is actually not even cooperating with the photographer, if the model is just, I don't know, like boring, doesn't have high energy, isn't welcoming, all those things are there, you feel like it's a waste of an investment. And even that's why I said work on your appearance. I'm not saying change it, but I'm saying strive to be healthier, because it shows, not just with appearance, but like your character as well. Make sure your character is healthy. Make sure your character is desirable to be around and to consume, because I'm telling you, yes, consume, because we consume energy every day, I'm telling you. But anyways, it's not just about your face card being tea, but is your heart tea? Is what comes out of your mouth, is that tea too? Okay, right. Not just checking. I'm just trying to see. Like, yes, you have your nails done and everything. Yes, your skin is clear, but what does your heart look like? Okay. What do the words that come out of your mouth sound like? Okay. All right. Work on that. That you're. My light just died. Okay. I think I'm gonna. You know what? I still look cute. What? Okay. I'm gonna use this. Improv. Anyway. So yeah, you want to make sure that as a model, you are an investment that is profitable. Like, and even if you're pretty, even if you've got the abs, what if, you know, you're difficult to work with and they're just having a stressful time and you're making their job harder because you're being a bit of a prick. Let me talk you through a regular shoot day. Cool. So it starts off, they reach out, hi, I want you to model. I'm so serious. You let them know, you talked about the dates and the times, and then on the actual shoot day, you obviously if you try that black timing rubbish, if you go on, it's not a cute look. These people, one thing about this industry, low-key, everyone low-key knows not everyone, but people talk, so please, so your reputation is actually important in this industry, but don't be doing black timing. And, you know, show up according to the brief if you're given a brief, and if you're not given a brief, still show up presentable. Be welcoming, be pleasant to work with, be enjoyable to be around. It's not easy at first, let me be real. It's not easy at first. Even my first shoot I went to, I was very much reserved. I didn't really talk to people. I was really uncomfortable because I was like, oh my gosh, a camera, I'm behind the camera, like I don't know how to pose. It's the beginning though. That's how it is when you begin anything. And yeah, work on your posing, work on your walk and stuff like that. So obviously you do that. Let me give you a tip actually. Let me give you a little tippy tip, okay? I feel like when there's gonna be moments, yeah, once you start doing this, because I believe you will, I believe it, once you start, you know, getting bookings and stuff, this has happened to me so many times, there's gonna be moments where like you're just posing, doing your thing, you know. Also posing is kind of like dancing but slow motion. Anyway, but it's gonna be something you do, right? And the photographer is gonna be like, stay like that, just stay like that, stay like that, stay like that, stay like that. I'm telling you, don't think about, oh my gosh, but this is my bad side, just stay like that, because I'm telling you, they know what they're doing, trust them. And obviously they're the ones behind the camera, they can see you, you can't even see yourself unless you're in front of a mirror, but trust them because they know what they're talking about. And I'm telling you, anytime I stayed like that and just really did my thing, that specific pose was like the shot, I'm telling you. Also, model at the beat of the camera clicks. Most cameras that I know of, when you like do the little clicky thing, they do a yeah. So you obviously know when the camera is clicking and stuff. I'll insert a video. But yeah, you can tell I'm going kind of at the beat of the camera because you want to get poses. You feel me? I would also say study your body. Unless you're given a specific way to model, you know your body. You know what works best for your body. Practice that. And what was I gonna say? Find your signature pose. Another thing, you're not a robot, you're a human being. So it's not just your body that should be moving, but also show emotion in your face, because one thing I've learned about modeling is that it's also a bit of like storytelling in a way. Like it's a way of depicting a certain aesthetic. For example, let me give Ralph Lauren models as an example. They look nothing like me, right? But there's a certain aesthetic they're trying to depict, and you can tell it's not just the clothes that they're wearing, but it's the way they're embodying the clothes. I hope I'm making sense, yeah. And also another thing I've learned with your body, one thing I have learned, and I did it a lot at a shoot, is your angles. Like you make angles with your body. So for example, you can see here I made an angle here and an angle there. Instead of just standing like a penguin, move your body, do shapes with your body. You'll understand as you go on into your journey, because I believe you will, period. I think that's pretty much everything that I need to cover now it's time for you to apply everything I've just told you. Don't watch another video on Monday, because then you're just going to be in a cycle of overconsumption and you're not even gonna take right. If you like, in fact, go on, right, scroll the little red, go on, scroll it to the beginning. If you've not written anything down, write it down and genuinely apply these tips. And another thing is, be patient. I know we don't like to hear that, but be patient. Stop consuming content that implies that big results were achieved in a short amount of time. Stop, because that's just not the reality. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm not being a hater, but you need to also realize that different people are handed different resources. Different people are starting from different points of life. Different people have access to different people, because yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. I want to do more content like this, so let me know if you have any questions. Oh yeah, I want to end this video by sharing my goals that are modeling related. So one of my goals is to get signed to an agency. Here are some brands I actually want to model for. Topicals. I love topicals. I have their eye patches and I'm using their faded thingy thing. I really like them. I'm using this one, not only because, you know, I like the pink vibes. Like I know not every product they have is pink, but I like the pink stuff as well. Not just that, but I've noticed the way they brand themselves, the way they market is very different, and I love it. It's very creative, and I'd love to be a part of that one day. Whether it's as a content creator or as a model, I would actually love to be a part of that. Like, it's really dope. I really like it. I've even been thinking of, actually I'm not gonna say this yet because I don't want anyone to steal my idea, but topicals, if you're watching this, message me, because I actually have a cool idea, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anyone to steal it. And yeah, I also would like to do streetwear brands. Like I like the vibe. Magnifique came to my mind. It's not really a known brand. There's this brand, it's a new one, Liquor and Polka. I like Naomi likes. I want to do more beauty modeling, you know. What the flip? Girl, get out of here. Like, that was so dramatic of me all my days. I want to do more beauty modeling, makeup brands. I feel like that's what I would love to do. That. Oh my gosh, I would love to, like, I've always wanted to, like, I recently had this done to me by like a beginner anyway, but like I actually want to get it done like by like an actual like makeup brand, like them actually like painting on my face. Because there was this one time I was at a shoot, right, and then we had a makeup artist, right, and then sorry, I'm talking so fast, I'm so excited because I remember this memory. We had a makeup artist, right, and then she was like doing my makeup on my face, and then she was like, Naomi, you have the perfect canvas, like your face is like perfect canvas. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, wait, like bro, to a makeup artist, they're an artist, like my face is a canvas, and they're just painting away on my face, and I just love that idea. I really do. And like I don't know, there's something about it that I really enjoy. And I know how to do my own makeup, but like there's certain things I just like. Eyeshadow, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't do eyeshadow like that, and I want to learn this year. Actually, I want to learn how to do eyeshadow this year. I want to take you guys on that journey. But yeah, and do more creative like makeup looks, like draw stars on my face. I have so many exciting things like I want to do, and there's stuff like coming up. I don't know why JD came to my mind, but I don't know, I guess JD, hello, because I don't know, I like sports shoots, and you know I have the hype, you know what. But yeah, and I think lastly, I'm not gonna name every single brand in the world, because that just would not be authentic, because I don't want to work at every single brand. But the ones I named, yeah, like I'm trying to model for y'all, so if y'all see this video, DM your girl. That was so cringe. Made by Mitchell. I'm telling, like, I just want to take a moment to thank Mitchell, whether he's seen this video or not. Like, genuinely thank you for creating an iconic makeup brand. Like, it's not just about the makeup itself, it's the way he brands. Like, I love, one thing I've noticed is that I love when brands creatively market themselves. Like when the branding is very unique. It's just, there's something about the colors, the fonts, I notice it all. It's really, I just love it. But thank you specifically for the blush, because I feel like I just love it. I really do. So yeah, Maybe Mitchell on my face is the blush, very subtle. I don't overdo it, but you can tell it's there, and it's really, it just looks like skin. And then L'Oreal, I love them. I do. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please comment. Don't be shy. I don't bite unless I need to, and I'm just playing. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you for tapping in, and see you in the next video. Bye, my love.